Well, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folarin. Hope we meet you well following a lovely weekend. I'm sort of taking that for granted. Anyway, great to have you with us. My guest this morning is Honorable Akim Olaogun Onikoyi Dixon. Well, I did say honorable, so that will give you an inkling into the fact that he's a politician, much more than a politician. He's Accord's governorship candidate in Lagos State. That is to say, the political party known as Accord. They don't put party at the end of their name. It's not Accord Party. It's just Accord. Your presidential candidate set us right on that score. Okay. So very fine. Thank you very much for coming on, Akim. My pleasure.
It's nice to be on TVC.
Indeed.
It has been a while for a while, you know.
It has. It goes back in the day. Back. You're very, very welcome. So, Honorable Hakim, it depends on what political party you're in. There are those who say that Lagos is rolling smoothly, and it can only get smoother if those who have done what has been done, continue. Yet, there are, more than a few contenders saying that we have better ideas for Lagos. So in that context, we say, okay, let's hear about Accord's agenda for Lagos State.
Well, good morning. The first thing you have to understand is we have 7-point agenda for Lagos.
Okay.
We start with, I can just list them first.
Sure.
Freedom from caging. Then 2, we're talking about health and safety with climate change. 3, education. 4, ICT. 5, infrastructure. 6, security. The 7th is the culture. Tourism.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tourism and culture.
And the ownership. Everything has to do with Lagos. Mm-hmm. We must bring them back. That's what we're saying.
Okay. It's interesting when you put it like that, especially the way you ended, we must bring them back.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to them? Did anything happen to them?
Oh, yes. Look at it now. Let's just give an example.
Let me, sorry to interrupt you. Let me take you from the very first one you mentioned, which is freedom of caging. I just need a bit more explanation on what does freedom from caging
You
mean?
and I know we've been seeing on television and newspaper and people are talking about it. It's about somebody is in charge of Lagos. There shouldn't be one person, not even one family, to say they're in charge of Lagos. Lagos belongs to every Lagosian. Oh. And that is it. So we are tired of somebody imposing and telling whether a sitting governor what to do at all times. Because it does not happen before 1999. Why is it happening now?
Okay, and you can.
So we are being caged. We cannot say anything. You can't even take the party to court. You can't even take this one to court. So it's like whoever is talking, look, don't do it this way, do it my way.
And you can only talk this way because you yourself are a Lagosian.
Oh, yes, I'm a full Lagosian.
You're a full Lagosian.
I'm Eko.
Omo Eko.
Yes.
Eko Gidi.
And Omo Awori from Itire.
I see. And so you have, since you are the flag bearer for Accord in Lagos, it must be that you, as you've just indicated, thank you for giving me that clarification on what freedom of caging mean. You've termed it caging, that people that have been working at it and maybe have influence and are very, very well known to the public, you've interpreted it that, there can be, so to speak, so much of a good thing.
Yeah.
That is now, from your perspective, beginning to enter into caging. Excellent. And it's useful when you, itemize this 7-point agenda. Freedom from caging, I'll leave that because we understand. You have it as one of your
Yeah, because if we don't do that one first, we can't do any other thing else. We need to be free.
Well,
we need to allow the KBAC and others to just be like, everybody, feel free to say your mind. Feel free to, if you're a governor, you are this and that, please do what you have in mind. What did you promise the people that you want to do? Just go ahead and do it. That's what we are saying. Okay. But you cannot get it done
Mm-hmm.
until somebody give you a knock on your head.
Okay, so that is, now I understand what freedom means. Maybe we'll be returning to it from time to time, but in terms of knowing Accord's agenda for Lagos State, that is the very first one you mentioned. You then also spoke about health and safety and adjoined climate change to it. That particularly interested me. Climate change. Yeah, that's a very, very modern concept. Not everybody is aware. Speak to me a bit about that. Climate change and Accord's agenda in that regard.
Let me take a little bit back.
Sure.
Singapore got their freedom from where? Malaysia. Today, what is the position of Malaysia in the world in terms of everything you can think of as a country? And see where Singapore is as number 5 in the world, compared to Malaysia now that has gone all the way back. Because before, Singapore used to be like a dump site for Malaysia. And when they said they want to be free, and they got their freedom. Now, what drove that to be number 1 is because of health and safety. First of all, if you look at the environment, because it has health, safety, and environment, you can see the entire Lagos State is dirty. It is filtered with so many things. And you can see people just dumping things almost everywhere. The lawmen, they are not actually doing what they are expected to get done. Now, people going to work on daily basis, they got injured. Nobody said nothing. People going to work, they got killed. Nobody says nothing. Now, because we said Lagos must be mega. Now we've seen mega. And I asked at that time, in 1999, if we're going to make Lagos to be mega, how are we going to be able to solve the issues that will come with mega? Unemployment. Look at the mass. They say we have 26 million people in Lagos. And how do we now take care of their health? This health and safety is not about medical health. No. Okay. This is about, in terms of securing you from here to go home safely to your family. If we are able to now say there's sanity in terms of what we are doing, then Lagos will be safe, much more than you ever think of.
We have how about the
climate change? You can see what the rich countries are saying. Look, they need to reduce the temperature of the world.
Okay.
They need to reduce, what we are now putting on the world.
Indeed.
Look at Lagos. You will see nothing less than 2 million cars that you just be seeing their smoke coming out. They are not fit to be on the road. They're on the road. They're adding more into the climate change stuff for us.
Okay.
Look at what's happening with our water. Going to all the seaport or whatever we have. Dirt and dirt and dirt and dirt. Where's the fish nowadays?
Okay. As you know, Lagos, perhaps all states of the Federation, but certainly in Lagos, they have a vehicle inspection unit. And cars that do not pass are not giving the license to...
but they're on the road. Look, today I counted over 3,000 downfalls on the road without tail light, without headlight, and they're all smoking, most of them. I saw it and I was counting it one by one. So, where are the people?
So you say that
they're not supposed to be on the road. All the inspectors must be on the road, not just sit down there and let them come in and go. Okay. They go.
Because I want to hear, this 7-point agenda, and I've heard up to here. Of course, there'll be interruptions, so we can come back to it. But usually politicians, and especially you, because you're a Lagosian yourself, as you have explained, nobody's going to tell you about Lagos unless somebody wants to hear about Lagos from you, being a full Lagosian.
Yes.
Now, most politicians will admit that, as the Yoruba people say, so what has been going on in Lagos, most politicians might say they want to take it even beyond that. But you just managed to say in there that nothing seems to be working in Lagos. You said Lagos is dirty, so it wasn't a very flattering picture of your beloved Lagos.
At all, because I remember when I grew up, before I went to US to study.
But what is going on now? You're not even acknowledging that one, or it's not at a level that you
It's
can
not
even
at the
acknowledge
level,
anything.
No, nothing. To be honest with you, nothing is working straight in Lagos, to be honest with you. Look at the traffic. That's part of global warming. See the amount of, how long it's going to take you to get home? How long it's going to take you to get to work? What time, how many hours do you sleep?
So the traffic administration in Lagos
It's part of it.
State, I mean, okay, clearly you think that should Accord come to power in Lagos, a better regulation can be, brought to bear.
Every sectors of the governance will become a reform. We're going to do a reform, both in judiciary, transportation, town planning, urban development, whatever you can call it. Everything needs to be.
So when people say Lagos is at an advanced level and that whoever is going to try and compete, to take over the being, a servant of Lagos, whoever is going to take over, he has his work cut out for him because across the nation, everybody talks about Lagos. It's not perfect, but everybody talks about Lagos and coming to Lagos to learn. I mean, I'm not saying this. It doesn't.
In 1999,
I'm not saying this. This is what is known
in
commonly.
1999, when I was the local government chairman, I saw few of these, and I was able to tackle
APC,
it.
Lagos government chairman under APC.
No, there was no APC then.
Okay.
It was AD.
Okay.
But I was not elected under the platform of AD.
Okay.
We were all elected at that time as a local government before we were being sworn under AD as a group.
Okay. Okay.
So it was AD.
And that brooch, it looks like a Lagos State government brooch. Are you connected? I'm
a Lagosian.
Yes.
I've been a local government chairman.
Okay.
I've been a director general of Lagos State Safety Commission.
Okay.
And that's why I said that's
so you wear the brooch proudly.
Oh, all the time. There's no clothes I wear. I always change. And I might even give some people when I do have enough.
Okay. So there's a sense in which Lagos is your home.
It's my home.
It's your base.
Yes. And I need to be proud of it.
You need to be proud. And that brooch would have suggested to me that you're proud of Lagos that we have now.
I would say yes, but I'm not happy.
Okay.
All the way what I expect to see. So
okay.
let's
Accord,
be mini Lagos.
If Accord is given the chance, Accord can do
far better, a lot better. You will see cleaner Lagos. You will see everything that will change. You will see reduction in traffic management. You will see security being, actually done properly. Okay. You will see people that Lagos State is owing, all those debt will be paid. You will see all these, what do you call it, like NSAS settlement, that all those things will be settled and will be part of whatever success needs to be in Lagos. But I must take part of the global warming, health and safety, waste management, traffic. And again, look at it. Which road that Lagos State will construct, in less than 1 month, you start seeing potholes. You start seeing potholes.
I mean,
okay, give me one. Here. Just give me one. We'll be on the same road.
Since we both live in Lagos, I think it is a bit, forgive me for saying so, of an overspeak to say not one Lagos road is in good condition.
Give me one. I live in Lekki. There's no way I will not see ging. But you wake up again, you see potholes. Tell me, give me one. I want to see.
All right. Okay. I take that as your response that you insist that there is none. And since I'm not, I wish I had an APC man here, since it is the ruling party.
Let them come and say.
Well, yes, that would be their job to say. But maybe...
No, wait. You know you've been driving yourself. And you yourself know what's on the street. You still need an APC man to tell you that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let's just stay with what you say. Now, I wanted to go a bit into your background in terms of people knowing who will be contesting. I'm going to link that as a question to the all-important question of structure, whether nationally, whether locally. First of all, you've given us a bit of it. You used to be Lagos. You used to be a local government chairman, but that goes back to around 99 or so.
To 2002.
Yes. So tell us a bit about yourself, so the people who are watching now can know who exactly Olaogun Onikoyi Dixon
When I was
is.
elected, the first thing I set up my mind is I have my agenda, and the first thing is about what can we do to empower the people, because at that time poverty was the major thing that people.
That as a local government chairman.
Yes.
By the way, which local government?
Surulere.
Surulere local government. Okay.
You know, and I rename it Sports City.
Okay.
And at that time, I don't want people to call me the chairman. I said they should call me the mayor of the city of Surulere. Because
mayor has
chairman,
historical connotations in Lagos.
We cannot be calling a local government elected chairman. I mean,
Okay.
but that's the constitution. So
Yes.
I don't want to fight that. First thing that I did, I set up what we call Surulere Law Enforcement Corps. Because by the time we're coming in, there was a lot of robbery, killing. You will see somebody would just come from nowhere and come and rob these Hausa people selling dollars, all that kind of stuff.
You are speaking about pre-1999.
Yes, but
Yes,
I came in 1990. We were elected in 1990. I mean, sworn in 1999.
Exactly.
And what I did was reduce the crime rate
Okay.
all the way down to 15% by introducing walkie-talkie for our neighborhood watchers, and increase their number from 30 for the entire Surulere to over 300 plus.
Okay. Okay.
And I increased their money from 500 naira to 5,000 and 10,000, depending on their grade. Then again, I was using horses to move around everywhere so that we can control traffic. Then we were able to control traffic that now becomes LASMA today. We started it.
Okay.
We gave them the ingredient, including car.
So the seed thought was from,
everything you can think of. Even we're talking about budget to be increased. You know, I met a budget of 158 million, and I said I need $1 billion budget. And we were able to get over 1 billion in terms of IGR. But at the same time, you know, we gave that ingredients to them, and now become alphabet or whatever they can call it today.
From that time, I'm just trying to find out, for the benefit of the electorate when when they shall be doing their business, who Olaogun Onikoyi Dixon is politically to want to ask for our votes, because they will require, you know, that the man has to be a man of political experience. And you said that, look, AD at a certain time, have you not been part of, quote unquote, the progressives in Lagos State?
I'm a progressive person.
I know.
And I'm a Democrat in nature. I've been part of the progress going on. But you have to understand, I use the word freedom. Whatever we say does not count.
Okay.
Whatever we want to do does not count.
So if I were to just stab a guess, were you ever in the APC or with the APC?
I was in the AD, AC, ACN, APC. Yes.
Okay, but now, especially if we go to the very first of the 7 points you told me, freedom of, you know, freedom of caging, freedom from caging.
It started like this.
Okay.
I want to go to House of Rep. Then the next thing is, our boss then will say, don't go, let Femi Gbadabamila go. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Come on, I have an agenda. Okay, let me go back to the to local government. Let me go and do what I know how to do well, because that's the best thing I can do. And they always say, no, you can't. Because if you are smart, the man in caging will not allow you to be there again. They don't want, and again, being a Lagosian, they don't want you to be there. So they don't want Lagosians to be there. They prefer other states to just be in control. And that's one of the major things. You can see all our traditional rulers, they can't talk.
Really?
When was the last time we do Oro in Lagos?
Really? That's you saying that?
I know, because I live here.
But I also see traditional rulers, you know, being free and attending all public events.
They have to be there because they are just, to me, it's like they're just doing a figurehead. No, seriously.
Right. Okay.
They are not, they can't, let them come out and say what they know that is bad in Lagos. They can't say it.
Do you think you might be hampered or not by the question of structure that people talk about politically? whether national or whether state, or people talk about you need a structure. Are you sure that you have a structure that can,
Oh
indeed
yes,
deliver?
I've always win an election. I've always been allowing APC, ACN, whatever it is, to win, and I have the structure to win. I know people. We know people that are ready. And again, you can see people are not happy. When you do your survey, people are not happy with this government. People are not happy when PDP was there. The two of them actually did not do much to help the people, but it continued to increase from PDP to APC. But Accord, this agenda that we just talked about, 7 point, will make suffering to come down. We make results to be clean. We will now make all the problem of mega city to be solved, and now bring the youth to make it a smart city. We can never be smart.
No doubt, also, continuing the infrastructural development, because Lagos is unlike any other state. When you look at the public transportation sector alone, the infrastructure for it, whatever you say, no, I shouldn't say it, whatever you say, nobody can deny that those are definite advancements from, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Okay, you and I see, look at all those buses. How many of them are under repair today? How many of them are working? I've been on this road yesterday and today. I can't even see 5 of those vehicles being on the road. So where are they? So if all this plan has been there, but they do not do the correction. They do not actually look at how can we be able to solve these issues of this vehicle not to be. We should have nothing less than 6,000 buses to be on the road on a daily basis.
Okay.
And I don't want to mention the other part. There's more downfall on the road. Before we say we don't want no more downfall, but they are back. They are back. Where's government vehicles? Why is it going to cost you 800 naira yesterday alone just to come from Ikorodu to stadium when it's supposed to be only 200 naira?
Okay. All right. One second. As you know, the way our program goes, it's interactive. Good morning, Mr. George in Ikeja.
Uncle Yori, and good morning to your guest.
Yes, thank you.
Uncle Yori, please permit me to respond to 2 of the statements your guest made.
Okay, please, go.
He said part of his agenda is to free Lagos.
Yes.
Or to free Lagosians.
Free Lagos of caging.
Yes, from being caged. And he has also admitted that he has been part of the Lagos State governance in the past. One as a local government chairman and the head of one other agency he mentioned. Then at the same time, he's saying that Lagos, nothing works in Lagos. If nothing is working in Lagos, how is it that other states in the Federation have made Lagos the template of the structures they establish in their states? Every state comes to Lagos to copy one thing or the other. If that thing wasn't working, how is it that people will come and copy what is not working?
Sure, I get that. Okay.
And then I have been in Lagos for 50 years. I'm not a captive. He also said that he was not allowed to go and contest for the speakership of the House of Representatives. I think that is where his grouse lies. That I am not allowed to do something, or what I want is not. What he is indirectly saying is that Asiwaju does not allow things to work in its own way in Lagos. It doesn't have to be like that, Uncle Yori. That does not mean...
Let me bring that to him. Honorable Onikoyi Dixon himself didn't mention a name, but then...
That's what he is implying.
All right.
That is what he's saying, because most of the people that are having grudges against Tinubu, that is what they mention. But nobody is saying what he has done is wrong. Okay. Which decision has been made that brought negative effect to Lagos State governance? None of them can point it out. All they are saying, I was not given a chance. I wanted to be this. I did not get it. He did not allow me to be this. This man is someone who knows who can deliver, and he picks them. The one that has not been picked, we just condemn everything because he was not picked. Uncle Yori, as we go on, please, I want you not to be wasting our time with people who cannot win elections.
Oh,
we want
dear.
to talk to
Well,
people
there's
who
no
have the
way.
capacity
Mr.
to
George,
win.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for calling in. We don't know who will win or who can win or cannot win until the time comes. So we tend to look at all the parties with an even hand and hear from everybody. Of course, the viewer and the electorate will then make their choice from there. But he did make some observations there. Would you care to respond to some of them?
He himself has actually committed himself by saying nobody should unpick a candidate. It would have been much more easier that just go face the primary than being unpicked. Okay. He himself said so, which to me, that's why I say is part of caging.
Okay.
And again, not only that, if somebody know that you are going to win an election and now carry your own primary election from your own base, others are doing their own in their bases. You now go in front of Panti police station Sulele to Panti, hey, come on. Then or take down to Secretariat in Alausa, and the election is supposed to be at 10 a.m. is now taking place around 1 a.m. next day in the morning with a red light. Come on,
So,
with the police surrounding.
From what you are saying, and also adding what that viewer, Mr. George, also added, it seems the guess is that you feel hard done by. You feel you were schemed out, unfairly, and to someone else's benefit.
Being aggrieved, but see, you can follow somebody. I don't want to continue to be part of the problem.
Okay.
I want to be part of a solution.
All right.
Nigerians are looking for solution. So if nobody is coming out to be part of the solution, then everybody is still continuing to be part of the problem. That's an issue.
Okay.
And that's why I say, you know what? I'm going to get out.
So internal democracy was one of the issues that made you part ways with.
Yes, because, you have a good idea. I'm a Lagosian.
And nobody wants to
what
hear.
I'm saying, I'm not saying what I grew up with. And today, it's like, you know what?
Okay.
I need to be part of the solution. It's the key.
Now, the other aspect of it, before that call came in, and we will always break to accept calls, is this whole matter of structure. You know better than most that structure is tremendously important in these political endeavors. And you had commented on it initially that, you're a man about town, you know people and all of that, but that may well be, but it's not quite the same as political structure, unless you are satisfied that it is me that doesn't understand that the structure that you need, you feel...
I have my structure. They are aggrieved people.
That will be part of your structure.
Yes. People, during the time of answers, they are part of it.
Okay.
People,
I beg your pardon.
okay.
Let me include Femi, who has called in from Ogun State. Good morning, Femi. I'm sorry, Femi, I think we lost that call. See if you can get in again.
See, the point is...
The structure. Because
structure
any
is
politician coming out and not having a structure...
It is about popularity now. Are you popular? I am popular.
Okay.
I know people.
And Lagosians have to know you too.
Oh, yes, they do know me. Number one, socially, they know me. So you have to understand all those ones. But to having a structure, it's about having a network. Look at an example. APC has a structure, right? And guess what? What is the percentage of people that elected the governor, the current governor in 2019? It is less than what?
It is less than
800,000. And the registered voters, they are over 6 point something million.
Okay.
Are you getting the entire votes for 2019 for that House of Assembly, House of everything, up to 1 million. They are not up to 1 million. So, and I know where is the structure? Where is all these people? A lot of people are just there. They are not happy.
Okay.
But we can see that something will change.
All right. Okay, welcome back. And my guest is Honorable Akim Olaogunikoyi Dixon. He's a Lagosian. Even when he was giving me his antecedent earlier, I think it traced it back to Itire, right?
Yes.
Original Awori.
Omonitire Foron.
There you go. So this is a completely...
Omonikoyi Esho, Omolakaba.
So that says to me that, yeah, you can't have that panegyric in your family and not really be known by more than a few people. But we're talking about the structure, and you explained to me, because structure, when I think of it, it's organization, it's a networking. Some people even take it up to door-to-door communication, showing themselves to the people, all of this. That is what I really meant, and you are satisfied that that is in order.
You will see what will change, that we're going to win the election.
Okay.
I am going to win 100% because, number one, what I've done in Sulire is still part of me that will speak on my behalf. And people are waiting for that to be.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ade in the UK. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Quite a while. I agree with the Honorable in the studio.
All right.
I want to say that I agree with him 100%. Everything he has been saying. There is no how, like Yoruba normally say, a visitor will live in a place. I understand the place like the son of the soil. This man is a Lagosian. No matter how you say in Lagos, live for years in Lagos, you cannot understand Lagos like the man who was born in Lagos. So I agree with this man 100%. See the way Ambode was denied the second time. People don't even mention Ambode name anymore. They are afraid of their leader. So anybody that the leader doesn't choose, he doesn't go. So I agree with the man saying the truth. Many people are complaining. And listen to this man very well. He says there will be changes. And I agree with the man that there will be changes. It's just a matter of time and few weeks or months. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ade, for calling in from the UK. And no doubt, I'm sure he means changes for the better, because that is what Lagos will be looking out for. Say, look, whoever is going to talk to us, as that caller, Mr. George, said, he said, every state can mention the state that has not come to Lagos to study how they do what they do, because they want to go and replicate it back home. Yeah, so that's a very tall bill, a tall order.
No, see, Fashola did fantastic job in Lagos. Ambode, 100 plus. Are you getting my point? Now, the issue that I have is, as I said initially, Lagos is mega.
You stopped at that issue. Place. Okay, you stopped and started where you chose. But even before those that you had mentioned, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did he also do fantastically as governor in Lagos?
Well, he himself always was saying he put the structure down. That's what
he himself always says, or it is clear to everybody.
He put the structure.
Okay.
I cannot compare what Fashola did. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. No, I just was saying that that's where you took it from.
No, the two of them.
Because the new Lagos, people tend to think of it.
I was part of the government in 1999 with Asiwaju.
All right.
Okay. And I can tell you what I'm saying, that all Asiwaju was so much concerned about making Lagos to be mega. To make Lagos to be mega. And he achieved that 100%. Then few reforms were done.
Okay.
So those are things that, I'm not saying he did not do road or this, but Fashola did a lot more that you and I will see that we can point to.
Continuing to work the master plan.
I don't know whether it was part of the master plan.
Okay.
I can't give you that one.
Oh, okay.
Ambode came out and said he wants to do his own style, and he has a good plan.
Okay.
You understand my point?
But it didn't quite work out.
No, he did some, but they didn't allow him to finish the second time.
Lanrewaju in VI. Good morning to you, sir. And I didn't waste time. I'm so sorry that Lanrewaju in VI couldn't get to us. Okay, let's move on, because there's quite a bit of stuff to talk about. Health and the safety. I think we've linked that to climate change, and you've spoken to me about carbon emissions and all of that.
See, you see what I talk about ICT there?
Education.
Okay, you want to go to education?
Yes.
Education. First of all, I'm going to introduce one important thing. Non-matriculated students. There is no way a child will, if does not meet the requirement to go to university, will stay home. No. You and I have been hearing story about why they are home, what happened. If it's a lady got pregnant, if it's a boy, probably continue to do life or want to do Yahoo, that kind of stuff. So we're going to move away from that start and go to non-matriculated students,
Are you
student loan,
Yes.
financial aid.
Yes.
Those are part of my programs on education.
Are you talking about what you just said about education and students that don't necessarily have to go on to university, you can go on to trade schools and other kind of vocational
That's a
training?
different
That, we
ballgame.
already,
That's a different ballgame.
okay, because
meaning,
we have that in Lagos.
Meaning that, let's assume you meet the cut-off mark to enter University of Lagos State University, and I do not meet the requirement. Then the party say, okay, go and do your JAM or whatever it is all over again and come next year. And I'm saying, no.
Okay.
You will enter a school the same level with you. I will get a letter that says I'm a non-matriculated student, meaning I'm not going towards my degree until I meet the requirement that makes me not to meet that one.
But
I will
in the
get it
meantime-
done in that school.
Okay.
So-
Sorry. Emmanuel in Otukpo, good morning. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Uncle Yori. Good
morning,
morning
sir.
to your guest.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Your guest is entertaining me this morning, and I'm happy about it.
I hope he's
I want to
informing you
encourage
as
him
well.
to continue with what
He
he's
came
doing.
to inform rather than entertain.
All
Go
right.
ahead and say what you
I am
wanted to
happy
say.
with what he's saying. That's why I'm saying so, sir.
Okay, sir.
Gone are the days when they say children are to be seen and not heard.
Please continue.
Okay. So, please, we support our politicians, and we are looking for the best who can come and rule and give us the best in this country. Asiwaju is a good politician. He has tried in Lagos. But that should not rubbish what the young man is saying. So we have to give him support where he has a right to air his view. And in airing his view, we must listen to him to pick the good points from it. I think we cannot have a single man dictating everything in a place. What if Tinubu dies? Then who will make the
God
selection?
forbid.
So I think the man is on track, and I'm happy with him. So please, let our support not be sycophantic.
Okay.
Thank you. Young man, continue. God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
Thank
I
you.
wish you victory.
Thank
Amen.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Onikoyi Dixon, going on to ICT now.
ICT. First
Because
of all,
now there-
the entire
there-
ministry in Alausa
Yes.
will be on website.
Because I was going to say that one, Lagos State is like, I mean, I'm not their spokesperson, but when it comes to ICT, people come to learn what Lagos is about.
I
in that
want
regard.
you to go on Google and type all the ministries. You can find them on the website.
But
Because-
I was going to say, sir, sorry,
Environment is
I'm
100%
not
there.
arguing with you,
No,
but
I
I
know.
am saying that just about all the ministries in Lagos do have a website. That is something that can be
They
tested.
must have they open and they cut off, and they're not putting nothing there, and it's not functioning at
Okay,
all.
okay, so it's
Then-
a different
Yes,
thing
then
that you are
again,
thinking about.
You know, whatever payment needs to be done, whatever transaction you need to do, you don't have to come to Alausa. I'm going to reduce that so that you will not be going on the road. Traffic will be reduced. Then again, know the amount of money you have to pay for whatever fine, charges, levy, whatsoever it is. Instead of every time coming down to Alausa, we'll reduce that timeline.
Sir,
Yes.
what you've just said obtains in Lagos. For example, driving on Lagos roads, an infringement, for example, that nobody even talks to you. The camera, ICT, technology talks to you. It would have captured that this man is driving with expired license plates or whatever it is, or his vehicle inspection is not, They don't talk to you. The system captures you. And as you said, if you were to go on the appropriate website, they will tell you what the penalty is that you owe the system for the misdemeanor. So I thought you knew this, or you do know it, but you're saying it's inadequate and it's not the kind of thing you're talking about.
You and I just mentioned it. It must be functional. It's got to be all the time.
That one functions.
Wait now.
Okay. As far as motorists are concerned, I'm not saying about
that's
everything.
on the transportation aspect of it,
yes,
right?
I have to be
You're
clear.
talking about.
Yes.
And I even gave a
And
kudos
that
to
template can
Minister of
probably be
Environment.
adapted to other areas.
But all the things I'm talking about comprehensive. All the ministry,
Okay.
agency,
Okay.
commission, they ought to be out there.
I get you.
So
I get
then
you.
again, double taxation
Uh-huh.
will be erased. Companies are complaining all over Lagos.
I get you.
So how can a state or local government say radio and television 50,000 naira. Which how much is
You're
radio
talking
and
about the
television
broadcast
nowadays?
license. Are you talking about the broadcast? What?
No, I'm just giving an example.
Of
People
50,000
will just come
naira.
out with a bill.
Okay.
You know, but when it's on the site,
Okay.
where you can see it on the internet.
Oh, I get you. So that you would,
Yeah,
that accord under you would improve, would
400%
enhance.
on completely comprehensive ICT.
Okay.
Training, whatever it's going to be, develop more website. I will now make sure there's a mini Alausa in all the senatorial area. You don't have to leave Alimosho to come down to Ikeja. There will be a mini Alausa secretariat in all those areas.
That can be done.
Yes.
And it's one of the programs of Accord.
Look at we did a road from here to Ikorodu. At that time I talked to the governor Fashola. I said, do a light rail from here.
Okay, I hear you. Mazi Okorafor, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, our guests in the studio.
Good morning.
Sir, my brother, once we are supposed to look at this issue of this Accord party, any other thing, or other political parties, the grassroots level, the awareness have not reached there. The enlightenment have not reached there. Now, you ask yourself, we are always moving what we call the symptoms instead of the causes. I was expecting political parties, not only accordingly, political parties that are just coming out on board now. I know people have been on board, but as per this, the vibration this time around 2023 is high compared with previous one. The grassroots matters because if the communities are not aware of Accord party or all these new on board parties, the grassroots, many of them they don't know, and even the logo, many of them are not aware. So I will advise you.
We spoke about that. Remember, Honorable, we spoke about that a bit earlier, and he said exactly that he feels that Accord and his very good self are quite strong in that area that you're talking about.
We have 774 local governments in Nigeria. 774 local governments in Nigeria, not only in Lagos. The awareness is what we are talking about, to cover the local government.
Yeah.
Not when you say Lagos State, you're talking about, I think, something compared with the
I hear you.
You have to go back home.
I hear you, Mazi.
Go back home
I hear you, Mazi. We're talking about Lagos State here. We're not talking nationally. I hear you, Mazi. Thank you very much. But we're speaking locally now about the plans of Honorable Akeem Olaogun Onikoyi Dixon and his plans should the electorate put him in Alausa House.
Once I get elected into Alausa, the 7-point agenda will 100% start working right away.
So
in less than 2 years, we'll have seen a lot of changes. A lot of changes.
For the better.
We'll have seen people
for the better.
working. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
It can be backward.
For the better. You will see cleaner Lagos in less than 2 years.
So let's look at maybe there's a way that can be linked to infrastructure. You know.
Yes.
And by the way, thank you for itemizing that.
You know, you and I mentioned about potholes everywhere. I remember when I was a local government chairman, the bridge.
That's roads. Wait, it's part of infrastructure.
Oh, road, transportation. They're part of
and you know all the rails, special rails, waterways.
They're part of infrastructure. So I will make sure that I spend money on waterways, 100%, that every part of where our boat will pass through, that will be like dirty in all those areas. So people can be able to enter that one.
Much more than exists at the moment.
Yes.
Because they exist. So that was why I was saying
I'm
much
taking
earlier.
Staten Island idea on that. What I'm saying is Staten Island in New York. In New York, that's what I'm bringing in. So you don't have to bring your car. You will see sanity. You will see crime will reduce 100% and all those things that we're talking about. Then you see the light railway line will be from Victoria Land to Epe to Ikorodu back to Stadium, then to Alimosho Houses and others. But it can be done right away.
Yes, but as you know, there's already a rail structure. In fact, I think there are 3 lines: blue line, red line.
That one will still be there. Okay. We can see that one is more massive. But we're talking about, if you've been to Germany, you've been to San Francisco, those are like where it only has like electricity. We have IPP. We can use that to run right away. It can be done that one can start working in less than 6 months.
In addition to what already exists.
Yes.
Accord
It will be-
will improve on that by
Yes.
adding
The same
to-
road
to-
that the bus is taking is that road Line 2 will take. So you get busy all the time.
And the resources to do this, of course, you know it's
There is
entirely,
no-
it's
we have a
entirely
lot of
doable.
untapped revenue.
I see.
And again, we have money that is going to a particular place that we're going to take back and put into infrastructure.
The most important part, though, it has been mentioned for the second time by callers ringing in, is that the people have to know who it is that is promising all of this. I've heard politicians talk about there will be a door-to-door campaign. So they themselves recognize that people have to see their face beyond the posters. They have to see that you are really seriously inclined to engage. And that's where I talked about structure.
Yeah, but you
And
see,
you said-
I have my target audience
Okay, let's hear.
that I have put in place before. You know, this dream came in 2019 on my way to South Africa. And I said, I was talking to my wife, I said, guess what? I think I'll be the next governor of Lagos State. She said, how? I said, wait, when we get to the hotel, I'll give you more. And I brought out the ideas and I started writing up till now. I have written the program that's going to be done. And that's exactly. Now, the point is, you know, that number one is the major thing, the freedom from caging. So if you get that one off the way, then that's what, and I'm able to do that by going to Accord. Accord gave me a good level playing ground for me to be,
Okay.
you know, part of the
So that
ticket
you
of
can
that.
test your popularity,
Yes.
test these ideas on the people who must buy.
Hey.
If they don't buy,
They will,
you don't
know
get
why?
into office.
Yes, because I know there's a lot of aggrieved people.
okay.
You can see people that well, I don't know them.
You seem to
but
be
they are
thinking that
aggrieved.
there are more aggrieved than those that are happy.
Oh,
That's what
yes.
you seem to be, from this
I just-
formula of yours,
I just give you an
you
example.
seem to think that there are many more aggrieved persons than those that are actually satisfied and are looking for a continuity to that which is satisfying them.
They're less than 1 million. They're 800. Their own base cannot increase again because of what is happening from the federal to state. The base cannot increase. It can only reduce
Okay.
in Lagos.
So really, the way you've looked at this with your strategies and all of that, no doubt, otherwise you wouldn't be in it.
Do you know when they did not allow Ambode to contest? You can see when Fashola was there, did you go and look at the votes? When Ambode came in, you can see the amount of votes. But when it's Sanwo-Olu have to come in, you can see people are aggrieved and people are not happy. So it's reducing. So we are taking those ones.
Okay. It's interesting you put it like that because this now will be saying to those visitors, those viewers who are watching that when God preserve our lives beyond 2023, we shall see the results as they come in and be able to put what you are saying in context.
It's Accord. Forget anything. Accord is winning. 2023 governorship election. Accord is going to win that completely.
Of course, you won't be doing it all by your own lone
Yes.
self. So it means that this whole thing that is already known in Lagos always being a center of excellence, there are technocrats, there are strategists, there are professionals. You are saying that is not the, what is it now? That's not the exclusive preserve of some. You are saying that Accord can also come up with all of those. Since you have the ideas, you'll be the leader if you are elected, but you can't do it all on your own.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you have to understand that. So as I said, a lot other people will come in when we get elected and will not ask for the idea. When I was a local government chairman, the first thing I said, okay, you know what? I need all of you that want to contest for the chairman of Surulere at that time. Come together. What idea do you have? We call Surulere Formulation Committee, and they gave us a blueprint, and we used that to work, and that's what gave me success.
So
You know,
therefore,
I challenged the federal government on that level now. I did the Western Avenue. I did that road all the way down to Eco Bridge because I have to repair it because people are passing through lately. They are not saying it's a federal road, it's a state road.
Okay.
I did that. Then I was given the best and the cleanest local government by both Lagos State government and federal government, Ministry of Environment. And I was given the best council chairman out of 774. See, that's what you see that, you know, people see that, okay, he has done this, he has done that. A lot of, you know, look at Coca-Cola, they empower me. I went to so many companies and said, you know what, don't pay taxes this year. People are unemployed. Oh yeah, invite them, interview them, See how many you can employ. If they doesn't want to be employed,
Okay.
no problem.
So all sorts of measures.
there's
like
a lot
that.
of things
Let
to
me. By the way, your running mate.
Her name is Moji Afolayan.
Okay, Moji.
She's a lady.
Will be running with you.
Yes, will be running with me.
You know, and in terms of, there's always the theoretical. Everybody expects to run his term, but should anything happen, that person would be able to take over. Again, you're sure that this is a person who
It's
can
in the
deliver.
Constitution.
It is. So,
And you have to follow that,
so,
yes.
So that's where that you put that into consideration when you choose your
Yes.
running mate.
Yes.
So if
I always have an open door policy.
if anything should be
Open
the
door
case,
policy.
you
Just come on in. That's it.
Moji Afolayan is your running mate, the running mate in Accord for the governorship in Lagos State.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to thank you very much. It's been fast-paced because there's been so much to want to be covered, and whereas there are other people that might have chickened out and said that Lagos, it's running so smoothly according to some that don't go there. You say that no intimidation.
I'm bringing them back. People in abroad, they don't want to come home and settle down.
Okay.
That's the another issue.
Okay.
So I want them to know that you can come back home to Lagos that you left. The way you left is not getting more better because I want to see Lagos as a mini London.
Okay.
Clean.
Yeah, let's leave it there, Honorable Onikoyi Dixon. Thank you very much for coming. You've given us an insight into the program of Accord in Lagos State, especially under your leadership, should the electorate agree with you and cast their votes for you.
They know. They are tired of what's happening. They're tired.
Thank you very much, Honorable Onikoyi Dixon. So that's our program today then. Please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folare. Bye-bye for now.